This is a polytrauma case almost 26 years back in 1998. The patient had ते 3 चाकी टमटम असे ती घसरत गेली. He had lost his pinna over there. He had multiple deep abrasions all over the body. He had a bilateral femur fracture. And I took this last X-ray, spine X-ray, after operating all the two cases, two sides. So in the same period, previously I was not having IITV with me. So I did a conventional cushion nailing for the right side. And in the same week, I received my first CM, and I tried. It was a very primitive era for me to operate on CM. So I did for this subtract fracture a close interlock femur nailing, and fortunately they did well. These two surgeries were done under spinal anesthesia, and post-op after 2 surgeries, I noticed there is some problem in the spine. Then I took the X-ray, and I noticed there is a translation at L2, L3 level. So I did Harrington rod fixation at that time, and here this is the recovery, and this is the fusion. This is almost 26 years back result. So this is all after removal of implant. This is the right side. This one is the left side. Subtract comminuted, united very nicely, and this is his function. He lost his pinna at the same side. This is the function in the last month only. He's doing everything, heavy labor in the field, and this is his functional outcome. Coming to the second case, so again polytrauma case managed in the Usmanabad. First with a run-over accident, having a polytrauma with talonavicular subluxation, crushed calcaneum with an open wound, sutured over there only without debridement, and they came to me after almost a week, and this was with the pouring pus. This was the scenario when they presented to me. Then I did thorough debridement once, twice, and this is the CT picture of the same patient. He had a lower end radius fracture also, and he had a spine fracture also with a posterior elements fractures also. So I did thorough debridement with fixation of the talonavicular joint with the K wires and the stabilization of the maximum, maintaining the arch and the length of the calcaneum. I did close reduction in the same time for the lower end radius, and subsequently in the latter stage I fixed the spine also, and this is his outcome. The thorough debridement is very crucial for the result, and this is the function immediately after 3 months, and now this is the function after almost 4 years. Coming to the third case, this is a patient, young patient, 34-year male, 29-year male patient, had a 9 months old non-union intracapsular fracture neck femur, and he was doing window shopping here and there, and ultimately one physician referred to me. I decided, considering his age, for the conserving the head, though it was a 9 months old. So I took him theater on fracture table, stabilized temporarily, did a tunneling over here, curated the non-union site with the scoop, did a percutaneous bone grafting over there, like what we are using a funnel for the PLIF or TLIF. Through the same funnel, I push intraosseous bone grafts over there, and then did the subtract osteotomy, this one, and I fixed with this, and patient came to me within 3 months with these results. The fracture completely united, having full function, no pain, no limp. Coming to the another patient, this was a head injury case, admitted with the civil hospital Solapur. And after 2 months, he came to me for the just stiffness in the right elbow. So he had very much restricted movements at the right elbow and showing signs of myositis ossificans. This was the subsequent X-ray, which at 4 months. So at this stage, it was quite inflammatory condition. So I gave him indomethacin, and this was the picture after 4 months. This is the picture after 6 months. Now it had only very jog of movement. So I decided for the excision, but I have before that I have to study a lot. This is the CT pictures of the same patient. Then the vascular study to whether to the vasculature is engulfed in the tumor mass, etc. And I had to go through the Cunningham and the all details for the how I should approach this case. And then I removed all these myositis and introp. This is the his distal pulsations. And this almost in total completely I could exercise it, and this is the function now after 3.5 months. Coming to the fifth case, this is a young patient, 35-year male, landed at this stage to me. He was operated at Peripheral, different place in not in my hospital, and patient is quite obese and diabetic also, and she came to me at this stage. So I decided for the removal of implant, and as the head was almost eaten by the all implants and the wobbling of the screws, so I decided for the hemiarthroplasty uncemented. While removing the canal, I made a fracture over here, and my colleague Dr. Sanjay she was with me. They know, but the same time I had no implant, long stem implant at my hand, so I had to close it. So I just put an insertion wire. I put this in, made the things available, and second day we operated the case with Dr. Prashant Tonpe at my place, and this is the outcome. And this is the 4 months follow up of the same patient. This is the wound and her function at the age 4 months, 4 years. She is doing almost all work. Coming to the sixth case, this is the fracture dislocation of the shoulder joint. Did conservatively. She is diabetic. I could manipulate the head and put the head in the socket, and I fixed it with the X-fix, and this is the after union, and this is a 6 months follow-up, and this is her function. She was diabetic, 75-year-old. Coming to the next interesting case, this is the stress fracture. I did thorough investigations with ESR and CRP were normal, had a stress fracture, did CT also, and MRI. And I decided to fix with a fibula stud wrap intramedullary, like what we put intramedullary nail, and supported with the lateral buttress plating. This was the incision for the putting the stud wrap. This is the plating, and this is the excision of the fibula, donor side. These are the clinical pictures, and this is the result. Sorry. Just run the X-ray. Correct. So now his varus and anterolateral bowing was completely eliminated, and doing his field work now.
So your time is
yeah. This few case. Another more or less similar case was operated in periphery of Panvel or somewhere, and had a stress fracture. She had a stress fracture which was fixed with this plate and got infected. She landed to me in this situation, and I did all investigations with ESR and CRP normal. I did intraosseous fibula stud draft and plate fixation, and she's doing well. So this is my own case, a subtract fracture comminuted. I did close long PFN. This is the 2 months follow-up. This is a 2.5 years follow-up. I thought this is quite very nicely done. I was doing everything in his job. So he was demanding for the removal of implant. So I did implant removal, and I noticed immediately the fracture is having flimsy union. So it was difficult to explain him how I missed him the things, and I removed the implants. So I took a chance. I put 2 cc's percutaneously, and patient did well. This is the union, and this is his function. So another case, last one. This is a segmental fracture. This was a compound injury. This was treated by the orthopedic surgeon from Indapur and referred to me at this stage. So I asked him first to remove this culprit. So he removed this, and the fixator was there. Another 10 days we waited. All parameters were, inflammatory parameters were normal. So what next? So this was the case when I was intervened. So I decided for the removal of the proximal plate and put a expert tibia nail with bone grafting, and he's doing well. This was his function. Full weight bearing at the 4 months. Thank you very much.